Diddy's $100 million shockwave. Sexual assault bombshell rocks the rap mogul. This is downfall. Hey, scandal chasers and celebrity drama addicts. It's your go-to insider for all the juiciest Hollywood messes. And today, I'm dropping a bombshell that's shaking the entertainment world to its core. Diddy Combs, the rap titan and cultural icon, has just been slapped with a staggering $100 million judgment in a sexual assault lawsuit. And trust me, this is only the tip of the iceberg in a storm of accusations that could sink his empire. We're talking default rulings, dark allegations from decades past, and a mounting pile of legal battles that have the internet exploding with theories. Is Diddy on the verge of a catastrophic collapse, or will he fight his way out of this inferno? Buckle up, fam, because we're diving into every sizzling detail of this jaw-dropping scandal. What's the real story behind this massive payout, and what does it mean for Diddy's future? Let's unravel the chaos and find out. Drop your hot takes below, drama lovers, because I want to hear every theory. Will the next lawsuit drop an even bigger bombshell? Or will Diddy prove his innocence in a courtroom showdown for the ages? Stay locked in, because I'll be dishing every dirty detail as it unfolds. The Diddy scandal isn't just a story. It's a cultural earthquake. And trust me, the aftershocks are gonna be seismic. Keep your eyes peeled and your notifications on, because in this game of fame, fortune, and infamy, the next twist is just a heartbeat away. 1. The $100 million gut punch, a default judgment that stuns the world. Let's start with the headline that's got everyone's jaw on the floor. A Michigan judge, Anna Marie Anzalone of Lenawee County District Court, has ordered Diddy Combs to fork over a mind-blowing $100,000, $314.40. Yes, you read that right, over $100 million to a man named Derek Lee Cardello Smith in a sexual assault lawsuit. According to court records scooped by Entertainment Weekly, this ruling came down on September 9, 2024, as a default judgment after Diddy failed to show up in court. Can you believe it? One of the biggest names in music, a mogul who's built a legacy on beats and business, now owes a fortune because he didn't even step into the ring to defend himself. What happened, Diddy? Was this a strategic no-show, a colossal oversight, or did he underestimate the gravity of this case? The sheer size of this payout is staggering, and it's got us all buzzing with questions. Is this the beginning of the end for Diddy, or just a speed bump in his larger legal war? 2. The accusation that started it all. A dark night in 1997, Detroit. Now let's dig into the gritty details of the accusation that led to this historic judgment. Derek Lee Cardello Smith claims that back in 1997, in the heart of Detroit, Diddy allegedly drugged and sexually assaulted him. It's a chilling story, one that paints a starkly different picture of the man we've known as a party-starting, chart-topping superstar. According to local news reports cited by E.W. Cardello Smith, filed this lawsuit seeking justice for an incident that's haunted him for nearly 3 decades. But here's where it gets murky. Diddy's attorney, Mark Agnifilo, fired back in a statement to E.W., calling Cardello Smith a convicted felon and sexual predator, and insisting that Diddy has never heard of him, let alone been brought against him by any lawsuit. Public inmate records confirm Cardello Smith, now 51, is serving time at Ernest C. Brooks Correctional Facility on 14 criminal sexual conduct convictions. So, who's telling the truth here? Is Cardello Smith a credible accuser with a harrowing story? Or is this a calculated move by a man with a checkered past to cash in on Diddy's fame? The default judgment means the court didn't even hear Diddy's side. How will this play out when the rap mogul fights back, as his lawyer promises a prompt dismissal? The stakes couldn't be higher, and I'm on the edge of my seat, waiting for the next move. 3. Diddy's legal nightmare. A wave of accusations. Since 2023, this $100 million ruling isn't happening in a vacuum, fam. It's the latest in a tsunami of sexual misconduct and assault allegations against Diddy that kicked off in November 2023, when his ex-girlfriend, singer Cassie Ventura, filed a bombshell lawsuit accusing him of rape and years of control and abuse. That case sent shockwaves through the industry, and things got even messier when a 2016 hotel surveillance video surfaced via CNN showing Diddy assaulting Cassie. In a raw Instagram apology, Diddy admitted, "I was ed up. I hit rock bottom. My behavior in that video is inexcusable." But despite the mea culpa, his legal team has vehemently denied Cassie's broader claims per EW. And Cassie's not the only one. Music producer Rodney Jones Jr. accused Diddy of groping him during studio sessions, a claim Diddy's lawyer Sean Hawley called completely fictitious. Then there's former adult film actress Adria English, alleging Diddy forced her into prostitution at his homes in New York and Miami, an accusation Diddy's attorney Jonathan Davis dismissed as baseless. Davis told EW, "No matter how many lawsuits are filed, it won't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted or sex trafficked anyone." But with each new lawsuit, the pressure mounts. How many more accusers are waiting in the shadows ready to step forward? Is this a coordinated attack on Diddy's legacy? Or are we finally seeing the unmasking of a dark side hidden behind the glitz? Every new claim adds fuel to a fire that's already raging out of control. 4. The default judgment drama. What does it really mean? Let's zoom in on this default judgment for a hot second, because it's not just about the money, it's about what it symbolizes. A default ruling happens when the defendant doesn't respond, or show up essentially handing the win to the plaintiff without a fight. In Diddy's case, failing to appear in Lenawee County District Court meant Judge Anzalone had no choice but to side with Cardelo Smith's claims, awarding him that staggering $100 million plus sum. But here's the burning question: why didn't Diddy or his legal team show up? With a man of his stature and resources, it's hard to believe this was just a scheduling snafu. Was it a calculated move to avoid giving the case more spotlight, hoping it would fly under the radar? Or did Diddy underestimate Cardelo Smith's persistence, thinking the lawsuit wouldn't stick? His lawyer's promise to have the judgment dismissed promptly suggests a counterattack is coming. But can they undo the damage of a 9-figure ruling already on the books? And what about public perception? Does this make Diddy look guilty by default? Or will fans see it as a legal technicality? This judgment is a thunderclap in an already stormy saga, and I'm itching to see how Diddy's team spins this narrative in the court of public opinion. 5. The bigger picture. A mogul under siege. Step back with me for a moment, because this isn't just about one lawsuit or one accuser. It's about a man whose once untouchable image is under relentless siege. Diddy's built an empire on music, fashion, and sheer charisma, but now every brick of that empire seems to be crumbling under the weight of scandal. From Cassie's explosive allegations to Rodney Jones Jr.'s claims of groping Adria English's prostitution accusations, and now Cardelo Smith's $100 million victory, the accusations paint a pattern that's impossible to ignore. Diddy's legal team is in full denial mode, with attorney Jonathan Davis insisting to EW that the judicial process will uncover the truth and that Diddy will prevail over these baseless suits. But with each new filing, the whispers grow louder. Is there truth to these stories of abuse and control behind the Bad Boy Records curtain? How does a man who's shaped hip-hop culture for decades fight back when the world seems to be turning against him? And let's not forget the personal toll. Diddy's Instagram apology after the Cassie video showed a man grappling with his darkest times. Is this a genuine reckoning, or a PR move to salvage a sinking ship? Every angle of this story drips with intrigue, and I'm glued to every twist. 6. What's next for Diddy? A fight for redemption or a final fall? As the dust settles on this $100 million bombshell, the question on everyone's lips is, what's next for Sean Diddy Combs? His legal team is gearing up to challenge the default judgment. But can they erase a ruling this massive from the public's mind, even if they win on appeal? And with multiple lawsuits still active, from Cassie's ongoing battle to the claims of Jones Jr. and English, Diddy's courtroom calendar looks like a war zone. Will more accusers emerge emboldened by Cardelo Smith's victory? Or will Diddy's denials and legal muscle shut down the narrative? Then there's the cultural fallout. How will this affect his legacy as a music icon, his business ventures, and his family? like son Christian King Combs, who's been spotted supporting him amid cryptic social media posts. Every day brings a new rumor, a new filing, or a new viral clip, and I'm betting the biggest shocks are still ahead. Is Diddy poised for a comeback story of redemption, or are we witnessing the final fall of a once invincible giant? The world is watching and the stakes couldn't be higher. Final curtain call. The Diddy scandal is just heating up. Woo. What a wild, heart-pounding ride, right? The Sean Diddy Combs saga is the scandal we can't stop obsessing over. And this $100 million sexual assault judgment is the latest earth-shaking chapter. From a chilling 1997 accusation by Derek Lee Cardello Smith to a default ruling that stunned the globe, every detail screams drama. Add to that the wave of allegations since 2023 from Cassie's abuse claims and that damning hotel video, to Rodney Jones Jr. and Adria English's accusations, and Diddy's world looks like it's teetering on the edge. His legal team's fierce denials clash with a growing chorus of accusers, leaving us desperate for answers. Is this the unmasking of a dark side, hidden for decades, or a vicious pile-on, targeting a cultural icon? What will Diddy's next move be, and can he claw back from a 9-figure blow? Drop your hot takes below, drama lovers, because I want to hear every theory. Will the next lawsuit drop an even bigger bombshell? Or will Diddy prove his innocence in a courtroom showdown for the ages? Stay locked in, because I'll be dishing every dirty detail as it unfolds. The Diddy scandal isn't just a story, it's a cultural earthquake. And trust me, the aftershocks are gonna be seismic. Keep your eyes peeled and your notifications on, because in this game of fame, fortune, and infamy, the next twist is just a heartbeat away. Welcome back, Scandal Squad. If you thought the $100 million bombshell against Sean Diddy Combs was the peak of this roller coaster, think again. I'm your insider for all things messy in Hollywood, and I'm here to spill the latest tea on a story that's got the world in a chokehold. The rap mogul's legal nightmare over a sexual assault lawsuit is just one piece of a puzzle that's growing darker and more tangled by the day. With a default judgment of over $100 million awarded to Derek Lee Cardello Smith, accusations piling up from multiple fronts, and Diddy's legacy hanging by a thread, the drama is far from over. Now we're diving into the public's wild reactions, the shockwaves rippling through the music industry, and what might be lurking around the corner in this scandal of the century. Is Diddy down for the count, or is he plotting the comeback of a lifetime? Let's crank up the heat and dig into the chaos that's keeping us all glued to every update. 7. Public frenzy. Social media erupts with theories and debates. Let's talk about the absolute explosion on social media since this $100 million judgment dropped. The hashtag #OurDiddyLawsuit is trending hotter than a summer banger, with millions of posts flooding platforms like X, Instagram, and TikTok. Fans, haters, and armchair detectives are dissecting every angle of this ruling, and the opinions are as divided as a reality TV finale. Some are screaming, "Justice served," pointing to the mounting allegations from Cassie Ventura, Rodney Jones Jr., and Adria English as proof that Diddy's been hiding a dark side for years. They're sharing memes of Diddy's Instagram apology video after the Cassie hotel footage, captioning it with quips like "rock bottom, just got a $100 million price tag." Others, though, are Team Diddy all the way, insisting this default judgment is a sham, a technicality exploited by a convicted felon like Cardello Smith, as Diddy's attorney, Mark Agnifilo, called him. They're flooding comment sections with free Diddy and theories that this is all a setup to tarnish a black icon's legacy. Then there are the conspiracy buffs spinning wild tales, some even linking this to secret industry agendas or shadowy vendettas. Who's right and who's just riding the drama wave? Every viral thread, every spicy take adds fuel to a fire that's already out of control. What's your take, fam? Is the public turning on Diddy for good, or will his die-hard supporters rally to save his name? 8. Industry fallout. How the music world is reacting to Diddy's crisis. Zoom out with me for a sec, because this scandal isn't just personal. It's rocking the entire music industry like a seismic quake. Diddy isn't just a rapper. He's a mogul who's shaped hip-hop through Bad Boy Records, launched countless careers, and built a blueprint for artist entrepreneurs. But now, with this $100 million judgment and a laundry list of allegations, his influence is under a harsh spotlight. Insiders are whispering that major brands and collaborators are quietly distancing themselves, think endorsements, partnerships, and even streaming playlists where his tracks might get less push. Will companies like Ciroc Vodka or Revolt TV, tied to Diddy's name, start re-evaluating their connections? Or will they stand by him until the legal dust settles? Then, there's the ripple effect on artists past and present. Former Bad Boy signees are being hounded for comments, some staying mum, others dropping cryptic social media posts that could be read as shade or support. And what about current stars who've idolized Diddy? Will they speak out or keep their distance to avoid the scandal splash? There's talk in industry circles that this could spark a broader reckoning, with more stories of abuse or control in music coming to light. Is Diddy's crisis the tipping point for a Me Too wave in hip-hop? Or will the industry close ranks to protect its own? The fallout is just beginning, and I'm here for every whispered rumor and behind-the-scenes bombshell. 9. The legal horizon. What other battles await Diddy? Now, let's peer into the crystal ball, because this $100 million default judgment is far from the final chapter in Diddy's legal saga. His attorney's promise to have the ruling dismissed promptly hints at an aggressive appeal. But overturning a 9-figure decision won't be a walk in the park. Legal experts are buzzing that Diddy's no-show in Michigan court could haunt him. Judges don't take kindly to defendants ignoring summons, and it might weaken his credibility in future fights. Speaking of which, let's not forget the other lawsuits still in play. Cassie Ventura's case, with its damning 2016 hotel video, remains a massive thorn in Diddy's side. Could a settlement or trial there dwarf even this $100 million hit? Then, there's Rodney Jones Jr.'s groping allegations and Adria English's claims of forced prostitution, both of which Diddy's team has dismissed as baseless per Entertainment Weekly. But what if more evidence, like additional footage or witnesses, emerges to bolster these cases? And here's the kicker: sources speculate that federal investigations might be looming, especially with whispers of potential RICO charges tied to broader patterns of alleged misconduct. Is the Department of Justice waiting to pounce with a case that could tie all these accusations together? Every courtroom update, every filed motion feels like a ticking clock. What's the next legal landmine waiting to detonate, and can Diddy's high-powered lawyers keep him out of deeper waters? 10. Personal toll. The man behind the mogul. Under pressure. Beyond the headlines and hashtags, let's get real about the human side of this scandal. Diddy's public image as a suave, unstoppable force, think flashy parties, iconic music videos, and billion-dollar vibes, clashes hard with the vulnerable figure we saw in his Instagram apology after the Cassie video. "I hit rock bottom," he admitted, voice heavy with regret over inexcusable behavior. Was that a genuine glimpse into a man wrestling with his demons, or a calculated PR play to win back sympathy? Now, with a $100 million judgment and a barrage of lawsuits, the pressure must be crushing. How is he holding up behind closed doors? Sleepless nights, family strain, or maybe even doubts about his own legacy? And what about his kids, like Christian King Combs, who's been spotted at court events with cryptic social posts? Are they his rock, or are they bearing the weight of public scrutiny too? Every personal detail adds a layer of raw emotion to this saga. And I can't help but wonder, is Diddy fighting not just for his freedom, but for his very identity? Will we see more public confessions, or will he double down with defiance in the face of this storm? 11. Cultural impact. Rewriting the narrative of fame and accountability. Let's zoom out even further, fam, because the Diddy scandal isn't just about one man. It's about the culture of fame itself. For decades, celebrities like Diddy have been untouchable, their missteps often glossed over by money, power, and PR spin. But in the era of Me Too and social media accountability, the rules are changing fast. This $100 million judgment, even if appealed, sends a loud message: no one's above the law, not even a music titan. It's sparking heated debates about power dynamics in hip-hop. How many other moguls or artists might be hiding similar skeletons? Fans are re-evaluating Diddy's catalog, with some boycotting his hits while others argue his art shouldn't be tainted by personal failings. And let's not ignore the racial lens. Some supporters claim Diddy's being disproportionately targeted as a successful black man in a system eager to tear down icons. Is this accountability at its finest or a witch hunt fueled by bias and opportunism? The cultural shockwaves are reshaping how we view celebrity power and justice, and I'm all ears for how this narrative evolves. Will Diddy's story become a cautionary tale for the next generation, or a rallying cry against perceived overreach? Closing act, the Diddy drama, is a fire that keeps burning. My scandal-loving crew, we've just scratched the surface of a story that's got no end in sight. The $100 million judgment against Sean Diddy Combs for an alleged 1997 sexual assault is a thunderbolt, but it's just one strike in a lightning storm of drama. Social media is on fire with divided opinions, from justice for victims to free Diddy chants, while the music industry reels with quiet distancing and whispered reckonings. Legal battles loom on the horizon. Cassie's case, other lawsuits, maybe even federal heat, while the personal toll on Diddy and his family adds a raw human edge. And culturally, this saga is rewriting what fame and accountability mean in 2024. Is Diddy a fallen king facing his darkest hour, or a fighter who'll rise from these ashes with a vengeance? Hit me with your wildest predictions below, because I'm obsessed with where this goes next. Will a new accuser drop a game changer, or will Diddy's appeal turn the $100 million ruling into dust? Could federal charges be the ultimate plot twist, or will a tell-all interview flip the script? I'm locked in for every update, and you should be too. The Diddy scandal is a blazing inferno, and trust me, the flames are only getting higher. Keep your eyes peeled and your notifications popping, because in this whirlwind of fame, fortune, and infamy, the next explosion is just a heartbeat away.